If you want to win all your games, eat Spam. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew Fillion. If you're a returning customer, you know what's about to happen, but if this is your first time, allow me to explain what you're about to see. Each week I take a different food and I eat that for the entire week. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm doing a midwinter cut, and I started at 213, I'm down to 201. My end goal is to get down to 180. And I've done cuts like these over the years multiple times, but this time I want to see, can I have a lot of fun with it and show you guys a lot of different ways that you can lose weight following a certain set of principles. I've always thought that keto was the best way to cut weight. Recently, I've started to do carnivore, and I've been really floored by the results. Each week, I start the challenge with a weigh-in, a physique update, and then a waist measurement. At the end of the week, I do the exact same thing, and we compare the results week over week to try to see how much progress I can make while still having fun with a kind of out there food challenge. This time around, we're doing Spam. Nothing but Spam for a week. I've never had Spam before, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. But I do want to say, when I looked at the label, I mean, this is the first time I've ever had this, so bear with me. And the first time I looked at the label, I couldn't believe how keto friendly it is. Bear in mind, I've never had this before. I've always kind of assumed it was like gross food that, had that reputation. When you play a video game or whatever, you call it spam, like hitting something over and over. You just kind of assume it's like a low quality or like it's trash. But look at this. 16 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein. Those are some deep keto macros. And there's really no other ingredient. It's just pork, I think. It's salty, so it's already good for electrolytes. I don't need to have my salt water this week, which if you want to know how to make your own electrolytes in my previous video, I'll show you guys how to do that. I'll link that in the description. What do you say we take a bite? Never had this stuff before. This is my first time. Oh my gosh, what is this stuff? What the hell is this? Alright. It tastes alright, actually. This is visually very hard to look at, but I'll give this a shot. We're gonna go over there, get our initial measurements, and I will check with you guys periodically through the week. I think this one's gonna be tough, but we're gonna see how far I can get. So just wrapped up lunch. As you can see, I've finished my first can of Spam. So I've already had half the can for breakfast, half the can for lunch. Comes in at about 1,000 calories. That is actually kind of a lot. But if you take a look at the label, 16 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein. Very good keto macros. I wasn't expecting that going into this, but I'm actually pretty glad to see that. I spent some time after breakfast researching Spam because truth be told, I'd never had it before. I didn't really know what to expect. So I was like, well, let's go online and see what people are saying about this. And the first thing you'll see is everybody saying Spam is so bad for you. It's so unhealthy. So I was like, well, let's see if I actually believe that. I look at the ingredients here. We've got pork with ham, mechanically separated chicken. Don't really know what that means. Water, salt, modified potato starch, sugar, sodium phosphates, potassium chloride, sodium nitrate. There's not a whole lot here, and some of these things maybe I don't fully understand, but I can make sense of most of it. Pork with ham. Okay, duh, easy enough. Mechanically separated chicken. Okay, not really sure what that means. I'm not concerned yet. If anything people are going to be concerned about, it's going to be things like the modified potato starch and the sodium phosphates. So the potato starch is really just a way for them to make the meat more clumpy. That's really all it does. It's not going to kill you, not really a big deal. Sodium nitrate, they put that in a lot of different meats. Find it in bacon. You're going to find it in actually just about everything you buy that's preserved. Okay, maybe not the best thing in the world, but again, it's not going to kill you. I think what puts people off from Spam so much is just how awful it looks. It really does look awful. It's basically a hot dog, but without being like a cylinder and having skin. It's just sort of this like mushy goop. It's like primordial ooze. It's not very easy on the eyes. It looks terrible, but I'm not actually convinced that it's bad for you. I will say I have a little bit of indigestion today, and I'm not sure if that's because of the Spam or it's because of I took a pretty bad injury snowboarding yesterday. I hit my tailbone, and this is gonna sound weird, but I'm in so much physical pain that it almost feels like it's making me nauseous. So I'm not sure if it's the spam or that. Which is super unfortunate. I was actually going to take you guys snowboarding. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it in me this week to snowboard. I might not even be able to play hockey. I don't regret it at all. You know, I figured this is the way I look at it, guys. This is the way I look at it. When it comes to playing hockey or snowboarding or any other thing that you can do that you can get hurt doing, it's like someday in my life, it's going to be the last day I ever put the boots on, ever put the skates on. Well, I'm trying to push that day as far out as possible. So I fell down, hit my ass. My tailbone feels like it's being hit with lightning bolts. I'm not done. I'm going to get back on the board as soon as I possibly can, maybe even sooner than I should. So I was doing jumps. Things are going so good, and then I fell. Can you believe that? You know, I always say, it only hurts if you fall. And I'm living by those words right now. All right, I'll have more spam for you guys later in the week. It's not the greatest so far, but it's not the worst either. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm able to take you guys snowboarding because it's going to be 60 degrees all week. As you can see, that melts snow. So as a backup plan, I took you guys to hockey. I got my spam with me. Tailbone's messed up still, so we'll see how tonight goes. Today, when I was at lunch, I skipped the spam, and I'll go into that in a little bit here. And sodium nitrate, also known as E250, in case anyone's curious. It's preservative. It's in a lot of things. It's in like charcuterie boards, salami, bacon. But the thing is, like, I'm having this in a lot higher quantities than most people. Sodium nitrate can lead to headaches, and that's why I had to have a cheat meal today. I've been having headaches since I started this. That's one thing I'm gonna say about the spam. I don't mind the macros. I don't even mind the flavor, but I do mind the headaches. I'm gonna tough it out for the week. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, hey, he wants to say hi.
You
should drink more when you eat spam.
You guys heard it here. You gotta drink more and eat spam. All right, so like I was saying before, I only got about a minute and a half here, so I gotta make it quick. Spam has sodium nitrite in it, and sodium nitrate has been shown to give people headaches. I've been having headaches since I started this challenge. I don't really like having headaches. For me, that's kind of a big deal. I'm gonna stick it out. We're gonna take it all the way to the end of the week, but I don't know at this time that I really could recommend anybody actually do this. I'm gonna finish it. I don't know if I could say in good conscience that anybody should replicate what I'm doing. Let's go play some hockey. Third period, tailbone's starting to loosen up. If there's still snow, I'm snowboarding Saturday. I gotta revisit the jump that messed me up. It's poetic justice. Spam, anyone? Oh, that smells so bad.
Yeah, dude, this is victory spam, bro.
Victory spam.
James, what is spam?
Why don't you ask me? I'm the one doing the video. All right, guys. I got a game again tomorrow, and I'm going to try to recover as much as I can. Weather permitting, I will go on Saturday. My ass hurts, but it doesn't hurt enough for me to not do it. So check in with you guys later in the week. So it's Saturday night. I've got one more day of the spam. So it's gotten better through the week. The headaches haven't been nearly as bad. I'm wondering if I didn't give the spam a fair shake. I know sodium nitrate does give headaches. We've also had a really warm weather day here. It's February. It shouldn't be 60 degrees in Michigan, but it is. I think that could play into it a little bit. On top of that, my tailbone injury has gotten better through the week. It's not 100% healed, not even close, but it's healed up enough where it's not giving me like conniptions and making me literally feel sick. One thing I have found that helps with the spam, a little mustard goes a long way. For all purposes, it is basically hot dog meat. Everybody likes ketchup and mustard on hot dogs, so what a difference that makes, huh? Moving on to the next health challenge, I'm probably going to bring it back to being more healthy because it's kind of the style I like. At the end of the day, I am trying to teach people how to eat healthier, and this kind of seems like it might be step in the wrong direction. So got one more day on the Spam. Gonna throw lots of mustard on it, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow night. All right, so here we are at the end of the week. Unfortunately, I didn't lose any weight this week, and I didn't lose any inches off the waist. I'm hesitant to blame that entirely on the Spam. As you guys know, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned that last week I went snowboarding, was doing jumps, I fell, I hit my tailbone pretty bad. I didn't break my tailbone, but it certainly at times can feel like I did. I've had a lot of shooting pain up and down the spine all week, and because of that, I haven't really worked out much. I've done pretty much no cardio. It was all I could do to even play hockey on Wednesday, so I do think that plays into why I didn't lose much weight, or lose any weight. I wasn't very active. But on top of that, I gotta say with the Spam, I just didn't really enjoy it that much. When it comes to dieting, you still want to be able to at least enjoy what you're doing. It doesn't have to be fun, but it should at least feel like you're fulfilling your dietary requirements, and you should still feel like you're accomplishing something. The Spam felt like I was eating junk food all week. I know it's meat, I know it's pork, but it didn't feel like nutritious food. And for that reason, I wasn't really that into it. And on top of having headaches all week, I was having cheat meals. Use that word loosely, like Spam kind of is a cheat on its own. But I did it. The macros were good. It's good keto macros. If it wasn't for the sodium nitrite, I would be a lot more open-minded to it, but I don't really like having sodium nitrite in my diet. I'm usually like a whole foods guy. I like to eat foods that I can understand, labels that I can understand, and while I do understand preservatives, some of these preservatives aren't legal in Europe, and that to me is kind of a bad sign. I'm not saying Spam is the worst, but I probably won't make it part of my diet going forward. So for the next video, you guys asked me to go vegan. I'm gonna do 1 week vegan. Now, I'm not gonna be vegan long term. I like the carnivore approach, and even if I wasn't doing carnivore, I have a meat-based diet. Meat is the first thing I have in any circumstance, except for next week. I'm gonna do vegan for a week. I'm gonna show you guys how I would do it. I'm gonna be following all of my own rules all of next week. I'll show you what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna tell you guys what not to have. As far as being vegan goes, it's not impossible. It is nutrition on hard mode. So if you're going to do vegan, you have to understand the food you're eating a lot more specifically than if you were having like meat or fish. Not every single vegetable has the same amino acids and the same vitamins, so you do have to kind of mix and match and make sure you're covering all your bases. Spoiler alert, if you're having red meat, you're already getting 99% of your vitamins, which is why I like it so much. But you guys asked for vegan, so we're gonna do it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see me have after that. If you liked this, go ahead, like the video. Also subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps. I'd love to hear from you guys what you want to see me do next. For now, I gotta get ready for this week of vegan. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.